Mom said, let's go to the woods. It'll be so fun. It's pouring rain, Mom. But anyway, the dogs are having fun. Right, Sam? It's having a good time. That was eventful. It was so good though to be in the woods again. It was like something that I needed to do for myself, and my mom has been trying to get me to go to the forest with her for the past couple days. I was like, no, I don't want to, but finally she was like, we're going to the woods, and I was like, okay. And I'm really glad that she did, because the woods is just like a place for me to just heal and just be with nature. The only time I was like stressed out in the woods was when like Simmons likes to run off and he comes back, but sometimes it takes him a minute, and so we're like, Simmons, get the hell over here. Squeaking noises. My ceiling fan is on. I don't know why to show you my ceiling fan, but my ceiling fan's on and it's like shaking, and so it's making this really awful squeaking noise. But the reason I turned on the camera was because I have been needing to finish this book for like 2 days now, and so I think right now I'm just gonna sit down and truck through it, and the boys are coming to help me apparently, or kill each other. I never know. Truly, I really never know. I did though. Here, let me show you. I'm really proud that I did this today. I've been wanting to do this, but the moon's just been sitting on the floor, which is probably really, I hung this boy up on my wall near my desk, so he's there chilling, living life. I'm really happy I did that, because I've been wanting to do that, but I didn't know where to put it, so I'm putting it there for now, and then I think I'll do a couple paintings around it once I have time to do a couple paintings. But yeah, bless you. Good morning. It is a lovely snowy morning. The dogs we're all cuddling. So yeah, I'm exhausted. I stayed up way too late, and yep, that's my excuse. Right now we're all just laying down, and I wish Simmons and Jasper would go back to sleep, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So I think I'm gonna have to wake up soon. Oh, my eyes are just so tired. So I'm sitting here trying to edit this vlog, and I realized that I didn't talk about the one thing that I wanted to talk about, which were the books that I read this month, and the books I'm going to read this month, the continuing of the month. Let me actually grab those. The boys are being very helpful right now and taking a nap. Well, Jasper's taking a nap. Simmons is looking out the balcony door. Books. Yeah, so let me talk about the books I've read already. Both of them were amazing, first of all. Book 1, The Six Crimson Cranes. This took me so long to read, but just because I had so much going on, like, I read the majority of this on a plane. It was so cool because there's this scene with this dragon, and anyway, and I was like, I'm in the air and she's being thrown through the air. It was great. There's a lot of air. She's in the air a lot for a human. But Six Crimson Cranes is amazing. You follow this girl named Shirori. She's a princess, except she is cursed. And so for the majority of the book, it's just her inner thoughts because she can't talk. And it's amazing. Like, seeing how she's able to interact with other people, not being able to say a word, is just really cool. And the fact that you can still hear her inner dialogue and hear what she wants to say, but she's not able to say it, was just, I don't want to say really cool again, but it's really cool. And you follow her and this journey, and it's just really cool. I'm exhausted. I have tea. It's behind the camera. It's holding my camera up. Anyway, my windows are open. The second book I read this month, or finished this month, was Of Mice and Men. This took me, I don't want to say how long it took me, because it took me pretty long. It only took me like 3 sittings, but the time in between the sittings was a while, so oh well. I feel like the room is getting gradually darker as I'm filming this. Let me turn on the light and see if this helps. Okay, so this the second book I read this month was Of Mice and Men. This book was just, how do I describe it? It was interesting. I had a hard time getting into it because I couldn't choose who my favorite character was, because I just kept getting mad at both of the main characters over and over again. And it was just this, as I was saying before, whatever that was interrupted me. I liked the book. I did. I didn't like the characters. I didn't like how John Steinbeck, me having to look at who wrote the book because I didn't pay attention when I read it. I didn't like how John Steinbeck wrote the interactions between the characters. It was very weird, and I feel like normal people don't talk to each other like that. It was just very direct, very like, this is who I am, this is what I'm doing. And it was like all these like older men trying to just be intimidating, and I'm like, stop, please. You don't have to be intimidating. You can just like talk like a normal person and it'll be fine. And then the ending was just a surprise. I was like, what just happened? That was my reaction to the ending. The last chapter was just strange, and I didn't know what was happening, and it didn't feel like I was reading the same book, but it was also really good at the same time. And I don't know if that is any reason why. I think I enjoyed the last chapter more than the majority of the rest of the book, just because it was so weird. I was like, what is even happening right now? Anyway. So, here are the books that I'm going to continue to read. My grandma gave me a bunch of, like, mystery books, I guess, like crime books. So the first one is Out of Justice by Carol J. Post, and as you can see, I've gotten just a little bit into it. I read it a little bit before bed last night. I got to like chapter 4. This book's really good. I love it. I watch a lot of NCIS, and it has that vibe. And the main character is, she is investigating the death of her cousin. So she's a cop. They're going around trying to solve her murder and the other murders involved in the case, because I think there's 5 murders they're trying to solve in the case, along with this serial killer that is going around town and killing young women. So yeah, that's where I'm at so far with that book. The book that I have literally just started. First page probably is Spring Snow by, I'm so sorry if I pronounce his name wrong, by Yukio Mishima. I don't want to read it until next week, because next week we're having a huge snowstorm, and I'm gonna read it during the snowstorm because it's spring. There's so much meat that just came in my throat. Because it's spring and there's gonna be a snowstorm. So I have no idea what this book's about. Third book, While the Sun's Still Going Down. I love this book so far, and I've heard a lot of people say they don't like it, but I like it a lot. I'm only on like page 21 because it's taking me a while because there's so many words on each page. And it's such a big book. But The Ninth House by Leah Bardugo. Bardugo? I don't know. I like it a lot. I like the ghosties. I like the spookies that it's giving me. I like it. So this is this month's pile. I remember I had a concussion in, God, how old was I? I don't know. But I couldn't read for like 2 years. And look at me now. It was tragic. Like, every time I looked at a page for like school, I'd get a massive headache, and it was painful. I have a headache right now, but that's just because I'm dehydrated, I think. Or it's stress. Who knows? Or it's the fact that I'm not wearing my glasses right now. It could be a combination of all three, but that's okay because I'm going to sit down tonight, and I think because I'm really enjoying The Ninth House, but Out of Justice is something that I really want to get into a lot because I am just really enjoying the characters. So thank you, Grandma, for giving me this random book off of her shelf, because I told her I was getting into reading again, and she was a school teacher, and so she got really excited. And she was like, come to the shelves, and then leads me to downstairs of my aunt's room and said, here you go. And there's this giant bookshelf just full of books, but most of them were like smutty romances of like straight couples, and I was like, thank you, Grandma, I will pass. I don't think she knew what they were. But then there was mystery books too. I don't know, man, but just really, this book is giving me Tony and Ziva vibes. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But I think the two main characters that I want to get together, I think will most likely get together. That was my thought process. Anyway, I'm gonna go edit this because, oh my gosh, when I was editing this vlog, I realized it is only 3 minutes long so far. But yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful little day, and I hope you tune in for another little book thingy and forest. Most of this vlog is just me in the forest with my dogs, but that's okay. The one clip, my mom was there. She was trying to like hide behind trees. Anyway, I'm gonna go edit this. I'm having such a good time editing vlogs and just recording and having a good time with it. Yeah, I don't know what this is happening over here. I have a giant crack through my camera, and so like half the camera is like, well, it's this, and then you have to like get closer to have it like actually in focus. Like, my hand's a phantom right now. Like, you can't see it. What is happening? That's crazy. I need to get my phone fixed. That's crazy. And me walking out of the library like this when I was little. No, not really. When I was little, I hated reading. I thought it was so weird that like people liked reading. But like when I was in middle school, my teacher introduced me to the wonderful world of Percy Jackson. Thank you for that teacher. I actually hated that teacher. Fun fact, my 6th grade teacher I hated more than life itself. Or was it 7th grade? No, it was 7th grade. I hated my 7th grade teacher. She was awful. She bullied me because I wasn't good at math. And then at the end of the year, she was like, you remind me so much about my younger self. And I was like, then why have you been telling me I've been really bad at math the entire year when, like, I was getting bullied a lot? And she knew I was getting bullied a lot because I had to talk to her about the people who were bullying me. It was a rough time. And then I went on vacation during that year. You don't need to know this, but, like, the story. But I went on vacation during that year, and I was like, okay, so if you could just, like, email me this project that's like 70% of my grade, that'd be great. She never did that. She never emailed me the project. Anyway, I'm gonna go because this is happening, and it's not a good look for me. I'm gonna just sneak into the abyss right now. Peace out.